Hello there everyone, it is Musical Aviator. We are on Vatsim right now at Bankstown Airport. We'll be flying a wonderful helicopter, the H145 by Hype Performance Group. This is the payware helicopter, I think one of the very first payware, actually the second payware helicopter that I'm aware of for this simulator. Airbus, it's got all the bells and whistles that you can imagine. If you want to see a free helicopter, there's a very similar one, the H135, made by the same group. I've already got a few videos on this channel about that particular aircraft, but yeah, we're about to jump into Bankstown Airport here. There's our aircraft right over there, in fact. Hi there, CareFlight. Not too bad, not too bad. Had to work today. Let's get our way through the gate. Back when I was learning to fly in 2003 at this very airport, the gate code was a very easy code. You could find it by going onto your URSA and figuring out the CTAF. It was always the CTAF. I still remember that. CTAF 132.8 at this location. So yeah, the gate code was 132.8 in 2003. Probably not that anymore. Anyway, we're gonna jump over to our chopper. This beautiful little thing here. Mounties CareFlight VH-HPL in a quite accurate livery actually. It's a very nice livery. You can find the link to the livery below, as well as a link to the aircraft itself to purchase. The only thing I have issue, which is inaccurate, is this livery doesn't actually have the emergency float on the skids, the real aircraft. This one does. We're not going to use them because the real aircraft doesn't have them. Of course, you can join in. We're on Vatsim. There is ATC in Sydney because it is a milk run. So the idea of Vatsim is you jump online and you talk to our traffic control, which is what we'll be doing today. Let's have a look at what we are intending to do with ATC today. Before we do that, we might jump in the aircraft because some of our planning tools are right here in the cockpit. They are this thing. So you jump into the cockpit, as you do, and you come on down here and open this, lift and pull, and you have yourself a little iPad. That's a battery, it will count down. Hi there, Brooke. Thinking about heading down to Manly. There's a dam at Manly which very infamously over-flooded last week, so I might head down there and do some very low operations over the dam there. Anyway, we have doors which we can open. Have a look outside with the open doors. We can even open the cargo doors up the back there. A few bags in there. Now at some point there's going to be a add-on that you can purchase for this helicopter, which is winches and that kind of stuff for rescue, so that'll be fun. I don't yet have that. I think it's on pre-purchase. They haven't actually released it yet. I think they're in beta still, but at least this version is available. Your bog standard helicopter. Looks good, doesn't it? So I'll go ahead and shut some doors here. There we go. So that's the doors shut. As I said, we can do some planning on this as well. So I'm going to come down here and go over to EFB Connect. I've already got an EFB running, so we can see Bankstown Airport right there in the VTC. Just need to figure out which one my EFB is. There it is. So the plan is we'll take off from Bankstown here, make our way up to a place called Choppers North, which is roughly where that little lake is, and then from Choppers North we'll head towards Gladesville Bridge, enter the harbour. We'll need to make contact with ATC before we hit that Romeo 405 Alpha area, which is a controlled lower limit is 500 feet. If you want to be at 501 feet, you have to be talking to ATC, getting a clearance. We'll cross the Harbour Bridge, the famous Sydney Harbour Bridge, over to the other side of the harbour, this kind of middle harbour area. The Opera House right there. I think we have the word opera sitting on it. And we'll pop up to Manly. There's a little dam up at Manly. You can probably just see it about there. Over at Manly we'll be doing some low-level operations. Probably sit there for about 10 minutes. After that we'll sit on the top side, this CLL 1000. Make our way back to, I was thinking about making our way back to Westmead Hospital, but we don't actually really have Westmead Hospital, but we might fly around the north side for a bit. At some point we'll come back down into this Romeo 405 Bravo. We'll request a entry into the circuit, into the the Harbour Scenic. Probably do some operations in there. And I'm talking hovering, going backwards, forwards, that kind of thing, climbing and descending inside that space until we, about 5 minutes before we want to enter, we'll make contact with ATC to come inbound to Sydney and make our way for a landing in Sydney itself. This aircraft isn't based in Sydney, so after we've landed in Sydney we'll request for another takeoff and we'll head down via St George's River Bridge towards Bankstown, and we'll end at Bankstown. So that's today's flight. I've already sent the flight plan into Vatsim. We'll have a look at it there. So we have Bankstown, Choppers North to the Romeo 405 Alpha, Gladesville Bridge, Harbour Bridge, Manly, delay of 10 minutes. Spit Bridge, Chatswood, Ryde Bridge. That's the Westmead Hospital, YWST. Back to Gladesville Bridge, Harbour Bridge, and into Sydney itself. We land, we refill a new flight plan in Sydney to come back to Bankstown via Choppers South. So that's set. Gonna go and hit the back button, which is as you would on a Samsung tablet or an iPhone. Down the bottom there, takes you back to your home page. You've got Flappy Birds if you want to play Flappy Birds. Yeah, that's for real. You can actually play Flappy Birds on your helicopter. Enough of that. A general internet web browser, the EFB that we were looking at just before. We've got aircraft settings, which is that thing there for aircraft. In there you can remove things like wire, strike protection, various other options. Kilograms for weights, barometric pressures, and that kind of stuff. Set up for how sensitive you want your controls to be, and the gameplay mode, which is realistic or arcade. Obviously you want realistic to fly the helicopter like a helicopter. Navigraph will just spawn a browser straight into Navigraph if you want to do that. Yeah, a lot of fun in there. But today we'll mostly be looking at the EFB, and also up, if you click on the top line, which is where the little clock is, and the battery power, that'll bring up this thing which opens and closes doors, turns lights on and off, and also an autopilot system, so you don't need to be looking down into that part of the panel. Because yeah, if you're flying the real helicopter, you'd of course physically have those buttons ready to touch with your hands, but we can't do that in Microsoft Flight Simulator unless you build your entire cockpit. And I'm not rich enough for that, so we're going to be using the EFB, that thing over there, to turn on the autopilot. Obviously the autopilot's not engaged because there's no power to the aircraft right now. What we can do is put on ground power, which will give you this nice little box of electricity. So with that connected, I'm going to go up to our overhead and turn on our DC power. It comes in from the electricity out there, and we'll also need the battery power, and that will bring us some screens which will self-test. Alignment booting up. There we go. And hello Cloudy Maker, and who was that? Scimitar. Nice name. Okay, the alignment is pretty much done. That's not an IRS, obviously. It's one of those nice crystal GPS kind of things. What we can do is go into SVS, and that gives us this beautiful layout of airports and mountains and stuff. Standby battery in. We're going to do a couple of light tests, so we'll do the system test first. Lamp test, sorry. So all the lights come on, and a pre-flight test as well. Have engine fail, rotor RPM, and MGB oil P. And we'll do the fire test as well. So this is making sure it's just the tests, not the actual thing.
Fire. Engine 1 fire.
Engine 1 fire.
Engine 2 fire.
We do have 2 engines on this chopper. I do like this helicopter. People talk about the physics not quite being there, but you've got to remember that this is an Airbus H145, which has, in the real helicopter, has auto trim. So, you know, we're kind of meeting in the middle here, where the physics of Microsoft Flight Sim doesn't do all of the helicopter physics, but then again, this aircraft is designed to try and mitigate some of those physics anyway. So yeah, I think I do enjoy it. From systems level, it's very, very nice. Since we're on the ground power, we don't need engine power to stop draining batteries. I'm going to go ahead and put a flight plan in, since we can. Set in the origin YSBK. And let's look at our flight plan here. We're going C, no, that won't be in there, CNTH, which is Shoppers North, GVB. That's Glaysville Bridge. And we have that one in Australia. Then we're going to go to HBB, which is Harbour Bridge. The one in Australia. And then Manly. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could spell that properly. M-A-L. Try N-L-Y. Cool. Manly, Manly, Manly. That'll be the one in Australia. From Manly, we're going to the Spit. S-P-I-T. Yep, it's only one in Australia. How did GVB get all the way down there? Who knows? I'm going to delete it. Remove. Yep. Going to stick insert before GVB there. Correct. And while we're in that kind of mood, let's chuck in insert before CNTH. I don't think that'll be... Oh, it'll be in there. Okay, cool. So, Throttles North, Glazeville Bridge, Harbour Bridge, Manly and the Spit. Down here, past the Spit, we want to go to Chatswood, CHAT. That's happening again. Remove. Spit goes before Chatswood. And after Chatswood, we are going to RYDB. Which has not shown up. We'll leave that unmarked. I don't think this was in there either. YWST. Yeah, no matches with that. We'll just have to do it by site VFR. Anyway, GVB after that. After GVB, HBB. And then the ultimate end of this flight will be good old YSSY. Sydney. A couple of places we need to navigate manually, but we should be okay. Looking at it over there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, let's get some lights on. Position lights are in, anti-collision lights are on. Emergency lights, passenger lights. Cool. And I think we're just about ready to start an engine. Let's go ahead. Emergency flotation system will be disarmed. Well, it's armed. It's fine. Ground power. Do I want to disconnect it yet, or do I want to start an engine? Let's do an engine first, eh? Standby power is in. Checks have been completed, and there is a way to do a documents. Where is it? There it is. I haven't flown this aircraft nearly enough, so I'm not really sure of the checklists. I think there's a checklist somewhere in here. Maps, documents. I thought it was documents. Maybe it is. Maybe not. I'm sure I saw them in there. Home, back, previous page, next page. What's DF? No idea. Meta. Look that up. We can listen to the ATIS anyway.
Temperature 19, QNH 1021. On first contact with Bankstown Tower ground, notify receipt of information Lima.
Info Lima.
Bankstown Terminal Information Lima. Runway 117, all operations, right
It's 117.
132 decimal 8. Wind at variable 6 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometres, crowd 23000. Temperature 19, QNH 1021. On first contact with Bankstown Tower ground, notify receipt of information Lima.
There we go, we have Lima. Okay, we need to chat to Sydney Delivery with SYD approach. Maybe they might tell us to just contact them as we approach Glazeville Bridge, or they might get us to talk to them. But firstly, we need an engine running, so we're going to do that. I'm thinking we need to go engine number 1, wouldn't it? Cool. So we need the prime pumps on. Get them in. The rest of that can stay off for now. We've got some flashing lights happening. Got to come down here and also throw away our ground power. Before we do that, I should actually turn it off, not just pull it out. So I'll do that now. There we go. Ground power's disconnected, and then we can throw it out. Flashing light in the tail. At Lachlan, we're taking off. We're going to Manly. We're doing some hovering close to the ground over the Manly Dam, which very infamously spilled over last week. And then we're going to head out towards Westmead. I don't think the hospital exists. I can't find any add-on scenery for it, so we're just going to float around Westmead. Then we're going to head back down the Sydney Harbour, do a Harbour scenic area, and then pop into Sydney Airport itself, land, take off, and then head to Choppers South to go back to Bankstown. We're currently in Bankstown, by the way. So that's a review of what we're doing. Alright, the next thing I need to do is turn on an engine. We'll take engine number 2. I'm also going to change my transponder to 3000. Yep, good old Bankstown ATIS. We apparently don't have enough fuel, so I'm going to do something about that now. Okay, I have an idle on one engine. Going to take the other engine and set that into the start. When you flick these up to the middle, it'll go to a low idle to start the engines essentially, and then you flip them into flight when you're ready to go. That gives us some extra power, so once we have that second engine started, we're going to deal with the overhead again before we get ready for flight. While that happens, we'll have a look at this Bankstown departure. Just review it. Departures for helicopters should advise their attentions. All preference with the ready report. Departures to the north, which is what we're doing. Runway 11 is the circuit direction today. We're choppers north. And everything for helicopters is at 700 feet. Cool, we have engines running. Gonna go and turn on that. Turn on the air conditioning, turn on our pitot heats. Strobe, the air miles will go on. Lights are fine as they are. Moving off the primes and on to the new transfer pumps. Button down here should have idle engines. Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and chat on to 1261. Wrong. Flip that over. Also going to prime 1328. That's ready. 1261 is primary radio. 1261. Not sure why, but I'm not getting... Ah, that's the primary radio over there. Alright, that's cool. Let's go to radio 2, thanks. So it's radio 1 is on the left and radio 1 is on the right. I didn't expect that. We can do that.
Jetstar 4114, turn right heading 070, descend 3000.
Turn right 070, descend to 3000, Jetstar 4114.
Yeah, that's fine as well. Departing straight to the scene, but you know, I'll chat to ATC. We're more of a private helicopter today than an actual EMS. We don't have EMS priority today, which is standard. What else do I need? City approach 124.4. 244. And at some point, I'll be needing 1205. So I've got all my frequencies all set up, ready to go. Radio 2 at the moment is primary. We're talking to delivery. No, we're talking to director.
Run descend 4000.
Don't think we'll need director.
Descend 4000, Jetstar 793.
What's Sydney doing? Sydney's got to be on runway 16, I'm thinking.
Jetstar 4114, turn right heading 120, join localizer on 168, clear Isles approach.
Turn right heading 120, establish on localizer, Jetstar 4114.
That's starter up all the way. Engines going into flight. Latched. And we'll spool those engines up. Hello, Paul Newman. Need SAS on. I think that's stability augmentation system. And I do want to show you guys the wipers because they're great and they work, and I wish it was raining right now. Which one is it again? That one. So it goes like twice in one direction and then twice in the other direction. You've only got one wiper in the entire windscreen. It just looks bizarre to me. Especially the way it bounces between left again, right again. It's just very strange. Anyway, it's not actually raining today, so we'll turn that off for now. Our wipers are off. Fuzz burn we don't need on, and it's good that it's off. And that's fine. Audio should be normal. You can, of course, mute the TCAS and the AWIS and that kind of stuff. And cargo lights are all on. I've also got this internal light. You just press it and it's an internal light. That's all it is. Like you'd find in your car. Okay, let's get our autopilot ready to go. And of course, you can't turn the autopilot on because we are on the ground. Auto trim is in. Now, if you know how to get all of that sorted without pressing that button, let me know. I'd love to do it properly.
Jetstar 793, turn right heading 070, descend 3000.
Right heading 070, Delta 3000, Jetstar 793.
And I'll have a chat to the Bankstown CTAF. Traffic Bankstown, CareFlight 3 is a H145 at the helipad. We'll be hover taxiing to the main helipad, Bankstown. So a CTAF at the moment. As you feed in collective to get a hover going, you need to push in some left rudder, otherwise you will spin around. Just a little bit, get it off the ground. Tiny movements. So it's runway 11 today, so we want to be facing that way. Okay, the way we're going now. Where's the pad? There it is, over there. Went a bit far. I thought I was going into that section, but obviously I was wrong. Concorde's coming out. Oh, we're getting spoiled on this sim. I like it. Yes, the Concorde is a marvellous piece of machinery. Very different to this. Gonna put us down inside that circle somewhere. Goodo. I'm just going to have a chat to that guy on director. City Director, CareFlight 3 is a H145 helicopter to become airborne from Bankstown tracking Glazeville Bridge, then Sydney Harbour Bridge, 1,000 feet.
CareFlight 3, Squawk 1665, report airborne and remain outside capacity airspace.
Sort code 1665, remain outside control airspace, CareFlight 3. 1665. That's set, and we're becoming airborne. So it's straight ahead to 500 feet, and then we turn direct to choppers north 700 feet. And up we go. We could potentially, if we wanted to, use the autopilot right now to put you in a hover, put you into a direct straight ahead. We'll probably hand fly it now because we're still in, like, really close to structures.
Jetstar 793, localizer fully established with the glass stop captured.
Jetstar 793.
It's always good to have some forward motion because you can climb easier with forward speed. You get what they call that transitional lift. We're at 500 feet-ish now, and we'll start the turn. There's 700. Bringing the collective back a little bit to maintain that altitude. Sorry if I got my terms wrong. I think, yeah, collective is right, not cyclic. Collective. Exceeded my height slightly. Get back down. And Director, CareFlight 3 is airborne, tracking choppers north and Glazeville Bridge.
CareFlight 3, expect short-wave keep ground.
CareFlight 3, copy. They're crossing aircraft on the harbour, so they want to keep us away from it for the moment. There we go. Over here I want the map.
Check this, Jetstar 793, are we clear?
Jetstar 93, apologies, connect tower 120.5.
120.5, Jetstar 793.
Senior Director.
Thanks, mate, Lachlan. Lachlan is becoming the resident helicopter guy.
Rex 1267, Sydney Director, g'day, descend 4000, maintain present heading 3 miles, right?
Yeah, Lachlan's all about
And
helicopters
maintain
these
present
days.
heading 74000, Rex 1267.
Yep, sure am flying near Parramatta. Parramatta should be a big lump of buildings just over there. In fact, that's them. That's Parramatta there. Now we're kind of close to the Homebush, if you're honest. That's Homebush Stadium right there. The site of the year 2000 Olympic Games.
CareFlight 3, can you just confirm your internet operation data shows Gravesfield Bridge, Harbour Bridge, Spit Bridge, and Chatswood, just at 1,500?
Affirmative, CareFlight 3 will also be stopping for delay at Manly.
CareFlight 3. Rex 1267, turn right heading 070, descend 3000, 19 miles to run.
Right, 070 and 3000, Rex 1267.
CareFlight 3, expect a 3-minute delay. I've got one more arrival and I can go ahead and bring you across.
CareFlight 3, copy. So he's got a few aircraft coming straight down the ILS, which puts him at about 1,000 feet, pretty much there. And we want to scoot under there at 1,000 feet, so he's just holding us off. We'd have the option of requesting to remain OCTA, which is 500 feet.
Right heading 120, join final runway 16 right, cleared independent visual approach.
We're not in any hurry, so.
Turning, heading 1820, cleared up visual approach runway 16 right, independent, Rex 1267.
Rex 1267, are you by day or by night?
Certainly by night, Rex 1267.
If that Rex pilot was operating in daytime, he would be able to let us through.
2,200 until established on the mapping.
And up below 2,200 until established.
In daytime, he would have been
Rex
able to give that
1267.
Rex 1267 a visual clearance to sight us in the void. But since he's operating nighttime, and let's be honest, there's a bit of cloud around, he has to hold us and them apart. So for now, we don't get the clearance through that space at 1,000 feet. If we were in a hurry, we'd just drop down to 500 and ask them to do that. If we did drop down to 100, we'd have to essentially contour fly the Parramatta River. As I said, we're not in a rush. It's actually quite nice that we get to slowly meander past the Homebush Bay Olympic Stadium.
1267, connect tower, g'day.
ANZ Stadium.
120.5, thanks, very service, Rex 1267.
Yeah, the scenery does look nice, doesn't it? Very nice indeed. Gonna slow us down now, since I want to hang around outside Homebush Bay here. Gotta go into automatic hover. Nope, that one.
CareFlight 3 identified, cleared to Sydney via Gravesfield Bridge, planned route 1,500. Report when you are ready for your descent, Manly.
Click Glaysville Bridge at 1,500 and we'll call once OCTA again. CareFlight 3.
Rex 1267, traffic is CareFlight 3, helicopter at your 9 o'clock, 4 miles, 1,000 feet.
Cool, we're cleared into the Harbour Bridge. The faster we get there, the better it is for the ATC. So we'll speed up and go for it.
CareFlight 3, traffic is Rex 1267, SR 340 at your 12 o'clock, 4 miles, final runway 16 right, third, undescent passing 7,500.
Cover the traffic, CareFlight 3.
Speed director, g'day, Chile Oscar Alpha 1100.
There's the Glaysville Bridge that we're talking about.
Juliet Oscar Alpha, Sydney director, g'day, report intentions.
We're
doing 120 knots now, nearly 130, so nice and quick, and we continue that climb up to 1,000 feet. You can see the 1,000 marker on the altimeter there. We've just about reached it now. Shooting down the harbour. We have a couple of little oddities with scenery at the moment because of Orbx hasn't quite updated their Sydney scenery to be compatible with the new update, Service Update 7 with Australia in it. Nothing around here, but you'll notice when we get into the Harbour Ridge, you'll find there's like two Harbour Ridges slightly merged with each other. It's about the only spot that I've seen really, that's a problem. Harbour Bridge, and there's like one building next to the Harbour Bridge as well. I'm sure there's more, but they're the ones I spotted so far.
City Director Juliet Oscar Alpha.
Juliet Oscar Alpha, report intentions. Are you also for Manly or for the full route into Sydney?
Juliet Oscar Alpha, we're inbound and to Sydney and we'll be tracking out to Manly. Juliet Oscar Alpha.
Juliet Oscar Alpha, you following CareFlight 3?
Yes, Juliet Oscar Alpha.
Juliet Oscar Alpha, squawk 1774.
Squawk 1774, Juliet Oscar Alpha.
So when we look at the Harbour Bridge, you'll see you have a kind of
Oscar Alpha,
extra pylons there.
Level.
It's the main issue with that. Thinking I can hear the sub.
Juliet
over top of
Oscar
us.
Alpha 1100.
Juliet Oscar Alpha identified, cleared to Manly via Gravesville Bridge Plan route 1800.
Okay, Manly by Gravesville Bridge, planned route.
And the upper house, and I'll go ahead and slow down again since we don't need to be scooting along anymore. We've cleared his airspace out. Circular quay right down there with a very large cruise ship. See some of these ferries as well. That there looks like the Australian Navy base.
Sydney Director, g'day, New Zealand 1984, about to level at 6,000 feet, given a heading of a tree follow.
New Zealand 1984, Sydney Director, g'day, descend 4,000, maintain present heading 38 miles front.
Okay, maintain the current heading and descend 4,000 feet, 198.
There's Rose Bay over there, a very exclusive suburb. Spencer Backer reckons I should drive the Manly map in OMSI. Yeah, that'd be fun. I'd rather the eastern suburbs, but you know, that's fine too.
And the New Zealand 1984, we're just gone.
Good thing it's not the Ruby Princess. Yeah.
Flaps out, but we appear to have an issue.
Sydney people and cruise ships aren't going to be a fan of each other.
Just for a couple of minutes and try and run through a couple of things.
New Zealand 1984, no worries. Stop us in at 5,000.
Okay, level at 5, 1984. One on 84, snuck slightly below. We're just getting back up to 5.
Cool, I'm going to head pretty much directly at Manly, and then Manly Beach, which is on the opposite side. We're outside of controlled airspace now.
CareFlight 3, please leave controlled area, descending the reported traffic at Manly.
Act 4, beeline from Wynyard to Mona Vale. I like it. Wynyard is on the south side, Mona Vale's on the north. Does that mean driving over the Harbour Ridge? If that means driving over the Harbour Ridge, I'm interested. I like the idea. Nice beach down there. Paul Newman, not a fan of cruise ships either. Fair enough. Yeah, cheap cruises are indeed bogan fests. It's pretty much what they're for. It's like going to Bali. It's essentially that, but on a boat. Jump on South Head and the Gap. Ah, there's a Manly ferry right there. Look at that. The slightly larger ferries that go between Manly and Circular Quay. It's the only route that they do. Either have 2 or 3 of them that just run that cycle multiple times a day. Past the Opera House.
If you're on the 1984, I think we've got it sorted. Let's take your heading to get back to the approach.
Driving over the Harbour Beach, Act 3.
Turn right,
yeah,
heading
interesting.
070, descend 3000.
070, descend 3000, 198.
I do miss the old Sydney bus sounds. I used to catch one of those every day to school. Back when I used to go to school. Not even university. Talking high school.
New Zealand 1984, keep the right hand turn going, heading 090.
Keep the right round to 090, 1984.
Alright, we're well and truly outside controlled airspace now. What we do need to do is look for a little water inlet, which I've just spotted now. And we're going to follow that upstream until we hit the Manly Dam, which I've also spotted right now. Corso, and not a bad beach, Manly Beach. It's got some pedigree. This is Sydney's northern beaches, so if you're from anywhere and you've heard about the Sydney's northern beaches, probably recently in regards to flooding, this is them.
0 clear on CILS 16 right.
We're about to go and visit why it flooded. One of the reasons. We might go up further north to see the other reason. But this is the main reason why it flooded. This whole section here got washed out. Yeah, it's pretty messy. Just last Friday, Thursday, something like that. Less than a full week ago. In particular, this whole area that we're right over the top of right now was extensively wet. There are 2 parks, and I just went up the wrong one. Let's cross back over to the correct one. Fortunately, this is all OCTA. We don't need to worry about air traffic control tracking us at this point. Enjoy your test. In that case, maths is important.
Yeah, there's someone on 84 as you can.
Okay, we're coming up onto the dam now, and we're going to do a U-turn, then look at the dam wall. We might even hover over the dam wall. I'm not sure it's solid, I haven't checked. We're not going to try to land on it, that would be silly. But we're directly over the dam wall now. So this is Manly Dam, quite an old dam. I think it was built in like the 19th century, 18 something or other. It's a water supply dam for the northern beaches essentially.
Your 1984, sorry, you cut up before confirm ops normal.
Yeah, Bob's normal. I was just stating you could see my speeds decrease. We've just thrown the gear and flaps 20 out, so all okay.
And use your 1984.
Go to the hover. This is the autopilot hover, so no hands. And it will adjust the aircraft to a complete stop essentially. I still have my hand on the collective, and the collective essentially gives us altitude control. On the stick we have bump trim, and pushing the bump trim forward will make the helicopter move forward a little bit, and when you let it go it will re-establish a hover all on its own. So essentially now we're flying a little controller, complete autopilot control at this point. Just to prove that I'm on autopilot, I can even go outside and look at the aircraft backwards and upside down.
Your 1984, contact tower 120.5, good day.
Using the bump trim to go forward again.
The tower 120.5, thanks Clem, see you next week, 198.
See you Grayson, enjoy.
And we can use a twister control to change the yaw position. And simply not touching the bump trim should get us back into a hover. Settling well. I'm just going to descend a little bit, see if we can get any rotor wash off this water. Not washing at the moment. I'm not sure if it's something that I've installed incorrectly or but there's meant to be a water wash effect when you're that close to the water. Clearly that's not actually working for me, whether it's just because it's the kind of water body that we're over, I'm not sure. Our guys are all heroic and don't like the autopilot. Interesting. Well, this aircraft comes fully equipped with an auto hover, as you can see. I'm not touching anything with my hands. Now, auto hover has a couple of modes. This one is your basic mode, which is basically if you're not touching anything, it will just hover. Then there's also a couple of other modes, including this GTC ground speed hold, in which case if you push the bump trim forward, the aircraft will pitch forward and they'll just maintain that ground speed until you change it. So, say for instance you wanted to fly forward at 20 knots, it'll just go, you know, push it forward until they're at 20 knots, then let it go, and it'll just stay there. That's your bump trim switch. Which is, you need to set it up in your flight controls, but in real life it'll be, I think, that button there. Anyway, that is Manly Dam, the dam that breached itself last week and flooded everything down there. and they're still cleaning it up to this day. Millions of dollars worth of damage to homes and infrastructure. You can see that these structures here are distinctively below the level of this dam. So yeah, that's Manly. We will go ahead and come out of the autopilot. When you do this, just make sure you got some left rudder in there, otherwise it will spin off to the right. Even though it, yeah, just did that. Cool. Good to catch it. Make sure that your feet are on the rudder pedals and on the controls before you disconnect your autopilot. Otherwise, you'll have an interesting time. By interesting, I mean possibly upside down. Or at least spinning. I'm pretty sure you can imagine megatons of water just flowing down through that park, damaging all these homes.
Jetstar 667, descend 4000.
Descending 4000, Jetstar 667.
The AW319 auto hover controlled by the winch operator. That is pretty cool. I like
Any
that.
station, Sydney approach, radio check.
Radio fired, clear, CareFlight 3.
Sydney approach, Jetstar 667, radio check.
Heard you too. Controller dropped offline. Obviously he didn't hear a reply. Anyhow, we're going to go a little bit further north now to a place called Narrabeen. Another place called Collaroy, not far away. And up here is also a very large lake lagoon. This area was also hit by the flooding. It's not a bad little place. I've been up to these beaches quite often enough. There's a place in DY just down, I think that last beach there that we just passed. There was a church there that used to employ me to play trumpet for them quite often. Missed that. And here's Narrabeen. Yeah, city's northern beaches. Not a bad little spot. Up here at the Narrabeen Lakes. Ah yes, the what was I saying? Monabel Hospital. Or the Northern Beaches Hospital. What do you want to call it? Just trying to spot it on my thing. It's next to Roseville Bridge, is it not? Ah no, it's one over from Roseville Bridge. God's country, you reckon? Fair enough. I was more of a southern myself. I'm sure the golf course is there, Lachlan, for the Northern Beaches Hospital. I just need to find out where I am compared to it. I think that's Narrabeen Lake there. So when you find the helicopter, a good idea is just to see this little blue line here, and just try to not go past that line if you don't need to. I know you've got this yellow range if you need it, but you don't need it. just fly forwards and deal with a slightly lower climb rate. Should be fine. Down in that space used to be a camp, like a conference camp center thing. Bunch of cabins. I know I've spent at least 2 camps in that area. I think a school camp once and a church youth camp later on. So yeah, I've been there at least twice. I might be wrong where that was. I think it's in that space there. Yeah, that's it. That's the campground. I can see it now. I can actually see the colour of the building. That's something. That building right there.
402, climb by the fit to flight level 150.
It's even the same sickly yellow with white roofs that I remember. That's the place.
Jetstar 524, descend 4000 and port runway 16 right inside.
Let's go down and have a look see at
4000
and the dramatic part of my childhood. Just kidding. Wasn't too bad. That's a wonderful thing about helicopters, you can just stop and have a look. Let's avoid the treetops. Yeah, I'm like 99% sure this is the camp. Narrabeen Lakes Conference Camp, whatever it is.
Sydney approach Jetstar 667, establish ILS 16 right.
Jetstar 667, contact tower 120.5, g'day.
120.5, g'day.
Let's land on the field.
Jetstar 524 is visual.
Jetstar 524. Quarter 402, cancel SID, cleared direct Wollongong. Climb flight level 280.
Cancel SID, clear direct Wollongong, flight level 280.
Pretty much the place, as I remember it. Yeah, let's go. Up to the blue line, no need to surpass the blue. Get some transition, and up again.
Right hand 060, and down to 3000.
There's a boat shed right about there. That one there. The long building is the boat shed. So now that I know where I'm at, let's see if I can find the Northern Beaches Hospital. It's about 3 lake distances to the southwest.
Jetstar 541, contact Melbourne Centre 129 decimal 8, g'day.
129 decimal 8, Jetstar 541, SDF.
Jetstar 524, turn right heading 120, join localizer runway 16 right, cleared ILS approach.
Right heading 120.
I'm going to imagine it might be that building or that building. It's one of them.
Station inbound Sydney, information India now current changes is the temperature now temperature 21, information India.
I think we'll pass over this golf course or the hospital. Then we'll swing past Chatswood, come back in via the Chatswood. Yeah, Chatswood, Sydney Harbour, and then we'll do the entrance into Sydney.
Sydney approach, good evening, Rex 152 with information hotel. We are going towards 10,000 for Rex 152.
Rex 152, Sydney approach, g'day, descend via the start to 8,000, runway 16 right. Expect ILS approach, then independent visual approach when visual.
Down to 8,000 for Rex 152, and we'll be on the ILH 16 right, and then visual for the runway. We're Rex 152.
And just 524 is visual with the runway.
Just 524, very clear independent visual approach, runway 16 right, upload 2,200 to establish on the copy.
Okay, clear the independent visual approach, runway 16 right, and not below 2,500 until
Is that a baseball court?
524.
Looks like a baseball pitch to me. It's bizarre. Didn't know we had one of them. Okay, I'm going to chuck in the autopilot for the hover again, and I just need to visually see what this Northern Beaches Hospital looks like. From the map. It's a square building.
Just 524, connect tower, g'day.
Over the tower, just
right in the middle of that.
Qantas 402, contact Melbourne Centre 129 days from late, g'day.
I reckon there's that.
29, decimal Qantas 402, see ya.
There's a helipad on the corner. I reckon I can see it. Let's go and have a look-see. First time I've ever been to this hospital. Don't think I've ever even driven past it in real life. If I have, I wasn't looking.
Sydney departures, g'day, Rex 145, passing 2,004, 5,000.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's us, and that'll be the helipad
Rex
right there,
145, Sydney
on top.
departures, g'day, identified, climb via the system 90,000, cancel speed restrictions.
Climb via Sid 90,000, cancel speed restrictions. Amazon
That for the
cancel
moment,
speed
so
for
I
Rex
can see.
145.
Rex 145, remain via the Sid cancel speed restrictions, below 108,000.
Roger. Climbing via Sid 9000, cancel speed restrictions, Rex 145.
Now, I already know you can't land on these helipads because they're not there. I haven't tried on this one, but I have tried on a few others.
Rex 152, would I please get a vector to Erdon, if that's okay, Rex 152?
Rex 152, expect that remain on the staff now.
So I reckon we're at the helipad now. We'll back off and then head out to Sydney.
Rex 145, climb via the Sid to flight level 280.
Via Sid, flight level 280, Rex 145.
Rex 152, descend via the start of 6,000.
Descend via the start of 6,000, Rex 152.
And I'm sure these things are baseball fields. It's a very particular shape. It actually starts to make sense because I used to know someone who used to like baseball and they used to live out here. let's head down the spit towards Spit Bridge. Spit Bridge is great. I love Spit Bridge. It's an opening bridge in the north side of Sydney. So a couple of times a day the bridge opens up to let ships underneath, or yachts, whatever. The approaches via road down to the Spit Bridge are full and chockers full of speed cameras. 3 of them on the way down on one side and 2 of them on the other side. So you can lose your license just by driving 10 kilometers an hour faster than the speed limit through that one stretch of road. You can say goodbye to your entire points of all of your license, plus a significant sum of money. 10 kph over limit. But instead of 10 k's over limit, it's 10 k's over limit 5 times.
Sydney approach, Jetstar 787, g'day, level 150 for 130.
Aircraft calling director, call approach 1244.
And there's the Spit Bridge. What I think we'll do is we'll come down the steeper side and go back up. Have a look up that side. So turn up here. If you're coming down this hill, you've got the 3. I think it's 3 on this side and 2 on the other side. Or is it the other way around? Might be the other way around. Regardless, there's 5 of them across this road. That's fixed speed cameras. We'll turn around and head on down. Remember, this is all on Vatsim. That's because we're outside the controlled airspace, nobody cares. More to the point, the controller that's controlling airspace above us doesn't care. So here it is, the Spit Bridge Road. Flash. There goes a speeding fine. Flash. There goes another one. Flash. And a third one. Cross the bridge. And another speeding fine coming up. 3, 2, 1. Flash. Another one. And then another one in this kind of canyon area up here as well. Yeah, get away from that tree. Probably about there. Well, that guy definitely got caught. That was a rather quick math study. By quick I mean short. Well, apart from the fact that all the cars are driving on the wrong side of the road for Australia, that's a pretty good Spit Bridge. I'm good with that. And a friend of mine works just about there, on that intersection. In fact, right here, one of those buildings. So yeah, that was fun. let's get back to normal places and do normal things again.
Sydney Director, good evening. Rex 152 with you at 6,000.
Rex 152, Director, g'day. 25 to run, descend to 3,000, turn right heading 350.
Hello, Firo. Good to see you. That there's Middle Harbour.
Going right 350 and down to 3,000 for Rex 152.
Going to go ahead and climb to 1,000 feet.
Sydney Director, Jetstar 787, g'day.
Monster at 1,000
Jetstar
feet.
787, Director, g'day. Just confirm you're reassigned 16 left, descent 6,000.
A firm, runway 16 left and descending 6,000, just having issues with the autopilot.
Jetstar 787.
This is Taronga Park Zoo coming up. No, the next one is. Cool, never mind. That's not Taronga Park Zoo. Yep. I think we're doing nearly 100 knots over the speed limit, never mind kilometres. There's Taronga Park Zoo. Right across from the Opera House. We do need a climb. I'll pitch up for that as well.
Jetstar 787, turn left heading 330.
Left heading 330, Jetstar 787.
And Jetstar 787, you've got 35 to run.
Jetstar
1,000 feet should do it. There we go. And we'll do one lap of the harbour. So, pointing out things in Sydney Harbour. I think we've got a fairly famous, well-known bridge and a very famous opera house right there. Over there is Barangaroo, Australia's, well, Sydney's newest large
Rex
building.
152, turn right heading 07.
Over there we have a very pointy centre point tower, and down there we have the Sydney Conservatorium of Music.
Right, 070
where I spent
Bay.
4 years
Rex 152.
learning to play trumpet and various other things. Navy base down there.
Jetstar 787, left heading 290, descend 4,000.
Couple of battleships, maybe one of those supply ships.
Left heading 290, descend 4,000, Jetstar 787.
Sydney Director, CareFlight 3 is in City Harbour, requesting clearance inbound to Sydney Airport.
CareFlight 3, call approach 1244, expect a delay.
124.4, CareFlight 3. 44 is radio 1. Do you have 1, 2?
And Rex 152, the assigned heading was 070, sir.
Alpha tackle.
Velocity 393, confirm tracking direct TSAT.
Confirming direct to diesel, velocity 393.
Velocity 393 doesn't appear you're doing that. Turn right heading at 070.
Turn right heading at 070.
Sydney approach, CareFlight 3 is in the R405 Bravo, requesting clearance to track to Sydney via Erskine to inbound.
CareFlight 3, clearance available at this time, remain outside control airspace.
Yeah, we're still outside OCTA.
Sierra Charlie Zulu, climb flight level 280.
280, Sierra Charlie Zulu.
So still onto us outside for the moment.
And Rex 145, just requesting further climb.
That
Rex
there,
128.
straight ahead, that's nearly covered by my
Rex
thingy,
145, apologies,
is
contact
Fort
Melbourne, center
Denison.
129 days late, further climb.
Little island with a fort on it.
129.8%, Rex 155 here.
Melbourne departures, G'day New Zealand 198 tree, Airborne 16 right, passing 2,200 on the Dina 7.
Velocity 393, turn right heading 100.
Over Newey. That's a bit different. Aren't you in Perth at the
Turn
moment?
right heading 100.
On the Express 557, turn left heading 340, descend 6,000.
Subtraining 340, descend 6000 on the 5.
Fast 001, contact Sydney, direct 126.1.
Please say again for flight speed 001.
Flight speed 1001, contact Sydney, direct 126.1.
Sydney departures, g'day New Zealand 198 about to level at 5,000 feet, just crossing Dune.
New Zealand 1983, Sydney departures, g'day, identified, climb 9,000 via the SID.
Cleared up to 9,000 via the SID. Excuse me, New Zealand 198
Flight up 1798, climb 8,000.
8,000, flight 1798.
Flight speed 001, I'm sorry, sir. Can you please say again the frequency?
126.1.
126.1, flight speed 001. Thank you.
Head down to the south pylon.
Velocity 393, contact Sydney, direct 126.1.
126.1 for velocity 39.
I think I might keep circling instead of hovering. It's safer to keep some forward speed on us.
7, contact Sydney, direct 126.1.
126.1, Omni 567 degrees.
So 1,000 feet, and we'll stick it to the. There's a little blue tag here, which is our essentially the auto rotation velocity. I think it's about, what's that? 70 knots, 69 knots, something around there.
Flight up 1798, resume navigation, direct camber, planned route, climb flight
So
level
1,000 feet,
approaching 210.
at the VYY speed.
Up to 210 and direct to camp.
Probably the safest place we can be.
Jetstar 824, confirm tracking direct, Entra.
824.
Imagine you're in a twin-engine turboprop or something like that, and you've got that
yes, it's turning now. We're turning now.
velocity manoeuvre speed, the blue line. So we also have a blue line in this helicopter, which means the same thing. If you were to lose the engines, we're already at the best auto rotation speed possible.
Well, let's set up to flight level 280, New Zealand 198.
Velocity 13, correction, velocity 393, confirmed, descending 10,000. Velocity 393, confirmed, descending 10,000.
Sydney approach, good evening, Jetstar 520 is descending to 9,000.
Jetstar 520, Sydney director, g'day, able runway 16 right?
I was given 16 left by the Odell 7.
Jetstar 528, are you able to change to runway 16 right?
Jetstar 520, I'm sure I can. 16 right.
Jetstar 520, expect that descend 8,000 via the star.
Roger that, I'll descend 8,000 via the star. I expect runway 16 right, Jetstar 520.
Number 525 Romeo Hotel, turn right heading 180, descend 8,000, expect runway 16 right.
We had a left turn to 290 on the PM there, confirm. 525 Romeo Hotel.
Number 525 Romeo Hotel, I didn't send you a PM. Turn right heading 180, descend 8,000.
Maybe if you answered your hotline, right to 180 and down to 8,000, 5 Romeo Hotel.
Sydney approach, good day, Qantas 440 on descent to flight level 130, information.
Qantas 440 information, Juliet, now current descent via start to 8,000.
Descent via start at 8,000 and get Juliet, Qantas 440.
Jetstar 520, descend 5 start at 6,000.
Descend to 6,000, Jetstar 520.
824, sorry Clem, I just sent you a couple of PMs there. I was getting confused, but I explained why we weren't going to Edra.
All good.
No worries.
On land outside the front of an opera house. This particular helicopter did once, so I might do it. That's for heck. Yeah, let's go for it. Quick little publicity stunt.
Jetstar 520, cancel start, and left heading 360.
Cancel start to left 360, Jetstar 520.
This is Circular Quay with the Cahill Expressway over the top. River cats, ferries, all kinds of fun going on. That weird building right there is sometimes called the Toaster, because it looks like a toaster. And also block the view to the Opera House, which is obviously this wonderfully white, oddly shaped building right here.
126.1, good day.
Senior Director 126.1, Jetstar 520, good night, thank you.
Okay. Qantas 440, descend 7,000.
Descend at 7,000, Qantas 440.
Jetstar 824, no further ATC available, monitor Unicom 122, base, see ya.
No further ATC, understood. Sorry, and that's a shame too, but hopefully we'll get something in Brisbane by the time we get up there. Thank you very much for your ATC support there, Clem. Have a great night.
On to the Sydney Opera House.
Qantas 440, descend via start to 6,000, expedite person 6,000.
Descend via the start of 6,000, we'll expedite Qantas 440.
Approach CareFlight 3 requesting clearance to Sydney Airport. I would like the barracks arrival, which puts us pretty much down the ILS runway 07.
CareFlight 3, contact Sydney Director 126.1.
126.1, CareFlight 3.
Left.
Cleared ILS approach 16 left, Fox
Velocity 393, reduce speed 210 knots.
Reducing speed to 210 knots, where velocity 3.
Senior Director, CareFlight 3 is at Sydney Harbour, nearly on the 07 localizer for the barracks rearrival.
CareFlight 3, roger. Just remain outside controlled airspace. I'm just going to make a call with tower first before I let you in.
Copy.
Velocity 393, descent 4,000, left turn to
25 localizer, not 07.
Left to 20, descend to 4,000 feet.
CareFlight 3, squawk 1666.
Squawk code 1666, CareFlight 3.
Jetstar 520, right turn 070 for base.
070 for base, Jetstar 520.
Foxtrot Sierra Tango 001, you've got 11 track miles to run. Contact tower 120.5.
I think we'll just fly a helicopter over the very noise sensitive and very rich suburb of Vaucluse.
Jetstar 520, further right turn 125, then set the localizer 16 right.
Further right turn 125 to intercept the localizer 16 right, Jets out 520.
Let's get that speed back up to the 69.
Velocity 393, intercept the localizer on your present heading, cleared ILS approach, 16 left.
Will intercept the ILS on the present heading.
Sydney Director, good day, Qantas 440 heading 340, descending 6000.
Qantas 440, direct good day, turn right heading 350, descend to 3000.
Right heading 350, descend to 3000, Qantas 440.
Jetstar 520, cleared ILS approach 16 right. I say again, Jetstar 520, cleared ILS approach 16 right.
Yeah, cleared ILS approach 16 right, Jetstar 520.
And velocity 393, just confirm you're maintaining 4000. Velocity 393, velocity 393, reduce speed to 180 knots.
Reducing speed to 180 knots, velocity 39.
And CareFlight 3, just confirm, was that the Barrack 5 inbound you're requesting?
Affirmative, CareFlight 3.
CareFlight 3, thanks for your patience. Another 2-minute delay.
CareFlight 3.
Jetstar 520, speed 180 knots till 6 DME.
Roger, 180 knots until 6 DME, yeah, Jetstar 520.
Velocity 393, reduce speed 170 knots.
So it is the Barracks 5 inbound, which is from Rosscutters Bay, that bay right there.
520, do you have 16 right inside?
To the Victoria Barracks, which is
certainly do.
that building right
Jetstar
there.
520, thanks, re-cleared independent visual approach 16 right.
South Dowling Street, which is this street right here, and we track along that street.
Velocity 393, do you have 16 left inside?
Go again for velocity 10.
And Southern Cross Drive via Gardner's Road, then Wentworth Avenue overpass, descending at 500 feet at the overpass, which you can't quite see from here, but I can see South Dowling Street, and the overpass should be pretty obvious over there.
We'll be doing your visual approach for 16.
If we could change to Sydney Tower at Moore Park Supercentre, also a very large building that we're going to see quite easily. 440. And then from there direct into the helipads.
Sydney Director, November 525 Romeo Hotel, 6000 in cloud.
November 525 Romeo Hotel, direct to get a 28 track miles run, descent 3000 feet, turn right heading 350.
350 down to 3000, 5 Romeo Hotel.
Jetstar 520, call the tower 120.5.
Tower 120.5, Jetstar 520.
And I can hear aircraft passing overhead.
Velocity 393, call the tower 120.5 there.
122.5 for velocity 393. Good.
Keeping that speed. It's a very pretty place to have
Director,
traffic.
good evening, New Zealand 701, present heading, descending through 6,500.
But I would like to land
440, turn right heading 130, intercept the localizer 16 right.
Turn right heading 130, intercept the localizer 16 right, Qantas 440.
New Zealand 701, Director, good evening. You've got 32 track miles to run, turn right heading 340, descend 4000.
Right heading 340, descend to 4000, New Zealand 701.
Qantas 440, cleared ILS approach 16 right.
Cleared the ILS approach 16 right, Qantas 440.
CareFlight 3, verify level.
CareFlight 3 at 1000.
CareFlight 3, thanks, identified. You're cleared the Barrack 5 inbound, not above 1,000, and call the tower 120.5, approaching 3 miles of the aerodrome.
Clear the Barracks 5, not above 1,000, and we'll call the tower inbound, CareFlight 3. We're cleared in. Let's do it.
November 525, Romeo Hotel, turn right heading 070 for base.
7 heading for base, 5 Romeo Hotel.
Into Rushcutters Bay, which is the one laden with yachts. Track past the barracks. Now the Victoria Barracks are, I think, one of the oldest, well, they're on the site of the original barracks for Sydney. They're not the actual original structures, but they were redone in, I think, under Macquarie. Might have been.
November 525 Romeo Hotel, turn right heading 125, intercept the localizer 16 right.
125 SCG straight ahead.
November 5 Romeo Hotel.
City Cricket Ground. And I can see the Super
701 descent 3000.
Down to 3000, New Zealand 701.
Okay, you want to remain west of South Darling Street.
Runway 16 right ILS.
Qantas 440, thanks, 9 to run, call the tower 120.5 now.
120.5, Qantas 440, g'day, thank you.
That's the Sydney Football Ground Stadium, and the one behind it is the SCG.
190, November 5 Romeo
This here is South Darling Street, and I can see the overpass now. We want to be at 500 feet. .600, 500. Supercentre is that large building just off to our right, and we thread the needle between it and the Meriton Apartments over here. All that happens, we switch over to the other radio.
Right heading 060.
Sydney Tower.
Velocity 393, welcome to Sydney, taxi Tango Lima, hold short Charlie.
Taxi Tango Lima, hold short Charlie, velocity 393.
Sydney Tower, CareFlight 3 at the Moore Park, 500.
CareFlight 3, helipad 1, clear to land.
Helipad 1, clear to land, CareFlight 3. Okay, we essentially just follow this road. It will split off, and we want to catch the split. That'll put us pretty much straight on the runway 25 satellite, and the helipad will be just to the left.
Sydney Tower, good day, Walker 671 on Bravo 10.
There's the overpass.
Sorry, I missed your call sign.
That's Walker 671 on Bravo 10.
Walker 671, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Basically, if we didn't get clearance from Tower, we wouldn't be able to pass this spot here.
Clear for takeoff, contact approach Airborne, good day, Walker 671.
But we did get the clearance, and so we can.
Fast track 001, contact Sydney ground 126.5, good day. Fast track Sydney Tower, contact Sydney ground 126.5.
It's a good idea to stay over the road. It keeps the noise profile at the road, which is already noisy enough as it is.
Sydney Town, November 525, Romeo Hotel.
November
pads inside.
525 Romeo Hotel, number 2 to land. You can just reduce your approach speed a little bit, that would be great. The aircraft in front hasn't touched down, it's about less than 5 nautical miles in front.
November 525 Romeo Hotel, roger.
Which direction the wind from? From that direction, so we want to just head towards the runway a little bit, so we can point ourselves into the wind a bit more. And on visual, there's helipad 1.
Qantas 440, we're clear of the runway.
Qantas 440, contact welcome to Sydney, contact Sydney ground 126.5, g'day.
1265, Qantas 440, good day.
November 525, Romeo Hotel, runway 16 right, cleared to land.
Clear land 16 right, 5 Romeo Hotel.
Yeah, bounced. Alright, we'll refollow a new flight plan. Actually, before we do that, I'm just going to cut the engines back to half power for a second.
Velocity 393, contact Sydney ground 126.5, g'day.
And the new flight plan will be ... We'll look at it on the iPad. Carrot Sydney right now.
Sydney Tower, good evening, New Zealand 701, visual 16
George's River Bridge departure. Picnic Point and then Bankstown.
New Zealand 701, number 2 to land, can you reduce your approach speed? The aircraft in front is only touching down now.
George's River Bridge outbound.
By a little bit, I'll give you
track via the western shore of Botany Bay to Dolls Point.
Yeah, reducing down to minimum speed, New Zealand 701.
Remaining over the water at all times. To the west of Captain Cook Bridge, which is that one there. George's River Bridge.
Contact Sydney ground 126.5, g'day.
Climbs 1,000 feet at Captain Book Bridge. No, west of Captain Book Bridge. Then
New Zealand 701, runway 16 right.
Under 1,000 meters feet
runway 16
from
right, clear to land, New Zealand 701.
Ah, it's all the way up to there. So we're what altitude? 500. 500 down the water, across George's River Bridge, all the way up on over the water essentially to Picnic Point, and then at Picnic Point we climb. And from there we enter Choppers South. That's north, there's the south side. Choppers South is, yep. So there's Picnic Point, follow the river. Choppers South is, you don't follow the river, you go to the west of the river. Choppers South and then inbound. That's cool. It's runway 11 at Bankstown, so it'd be essentially entering the circuit. That might be an option. Or straight over the top and then enter the circuit. Yeah, that can work. Okay, Magnum Man, hope you're well. We'll need to file that, so we'll do it now. We're coming out of Sydney. Going to YSBK. It'll be about 30 minutes.
Sydney target evening, Qantas 141, visual 16 right.
Qantas 141. Continue approach number 2 to land.
1,000 feet. So it's Sydney to GRB, is it? Let's see what it was. Yep, GRB. Picnic Point, which is
New Zealand 701, welcome to Sydney, took hold short of Alpha.
Choppers
Contact
South.
Sydney ground 126.5, g'day.
So that's C.
Hold short Alpha, ground on 126.5, New Zealand 701, thank you.
CSTH, yeah.
Qantas 141, runway 16 right, clear to land.
16 right, clear to land, Qantas 141.
Cool. Let's chuck it in. Okay, so let's chuck it at the very, very back. Oh, we've got a traffic as well. So it's GRB. Remove Sydney. After GRB is PNP. Hard to spot them sometimes. And after PNP is CST. Not that one. Oh yeah, that one. Cool. And then Bankstown. Back to the map. Let's have a chat to the tower. Sydney Tower, CareFlight 3 is on helipad 1 requesting clearance to Bankstown via Georges River outbound.
CareFlight 3, just stand by for 1 second. I can see that you filed a new flight plan, but it's not letting me do anything with it.
Great.
Qantas 141 is located in Bravo 8.
Qantas 141, welcome to Sydney. Contact Sydney ground 126.5, g'day.
Ground 126.5, Qantas 141, bye.
I do like this Sydney Airport helipad area. Obviously we've used that quite a bit with the H145, but this helicopter belongs at Bankstown, so it wants to go there. Nice round trip for the night. And depending on how quickly this ATC business goes, we could be done in half an hour from now. Got 303 kilograms on board. It's 21
CareFlight 3 Sydney Tower. Are you able to just disconnect and connect back to Vatsim and then just refile it? It's not letting me do anything. It's stating your flight plan finished from the previous flight still.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll do that.
Man.
169 clear to land, any traffic behind us, Chester 610.
It's just a Vatsim problem. Vatsim saw that my flight had finished, so it closed me out for the night. Obviously we just refiled the flight plan up to Bankstown. CareFlight 3, you're back with you.
CareFlight 3, I've got something to work with now, just stand by. CareFlight 3, you're cleared to Bankstown by Georges River. Maintain 1000 or lower, squawk 1666, and departures is with approach on 124.4.
Cleared to Bankstown by the Georges River, 1000 feet or below, squawk code 1666, departures 124.4. CareFlight 3.
CareFlight 3, g'day.
Radio 1, it's, yeah, 1244. Actually, we'll leave it that way for now. Cool, 244 is in Radio 1, we'll switch to 1328 for Bankstown.
Lima Tango Alpha, very good evening to you, 16 left, cleared to
We'll
land.
start her up again.
Good land, 16 left, Lima Tango Alpha.
So guard these while they go into flight. You can see that we're in idle power and we're now at 101% rotor speed. It's going to increase the size of the range on this for a bit. That should be fine. You'll see the red things mean that the ground is at that level, so you should climb before you go into that area. Black is water, and obviously green will be ground is underneath. We're on the ground, so nothing's underneath. City Tower, CareFlight 3 is ready for departure. We'll probably need to cross the runways.
CareFlight 3, when you're ready, you're cleared for departure. You can cross runway 16 right. Contact Sydney approach 124.4 airborne. Have a good flight, g'day.
Clear to depart, runway 16 right to cross, and 124.4 once airborne. CareFlight 3. Up we go. Up to the blue line.
Chester 610, welcome to Sydney.
A
Contact
little bit
Sydney
of
ground
forward,
126.5,
transition left.
g'day.
Should be at 500 feet. Did see that aircraft just go through. Caution that wake turbulence. I think we'll be above it. All good. Out we go. See you, Sydney. Love Sydney. Next week we'll just have to fly Melbourne to Sydney or something. It's been a while. And over to Sydney approach.
Descend right side,
There's a rather sad looking Novotel. Doesn't look anything like that. Anyway. City approach, CareFlight 3, passing Novotel on the Georges River 5.
CareFlight 3, Sydney departure today, verify level.
Currently at 500 feet to the Georges River Bridge.
CareFlight 3 identified, climb 1000.
Climb 1000, CareFlight 3.
Just on 923, turn left heading 340.
This is Brighton La Sands Beach. Right there. Coming up towards Dulles Point. This is like where I grew up. This kind of area. I used to go to this beach all the time. Well, I could have walked to the beach in 5 minutes all the time, but probably didn't much at all. And yes, that is a beach where you can literally do aeroplane spotting from that beach quite happily. There's the runways right there.
And City approach, just 923.
Nice part of the world.
Just 923, turn left heading 340, gives you deviated off the star.
Someone was talking about the northern beaches being God's country. This is my God's country down here.
Sorry, did you say
the old
left at
stomping ground?
230, just 923?
Just 923 negative, left heading 340.
Left 340, just 923.
We'll get the rest of that 1,000 feet before we cross the Georges River Bridge. Dole's Point is that point straight ahead, and as per the instructions we need to maintain offshore. They don't want us flying over the houses, making noise. I have the bridge in sight. This is where Captain Cook first landed in Australia. The very first landing site was just out there somewhere. There's a sailing boat club right down here. Not sure if it's that spot. There's also a very nice cafe. There's like a few of them just scattered around the place. Funnily enough, our favourite cafe is not on the beach side, it's just inland. It's like a little side street.
Sydney departures, good evening. Jetstar 1123 with you, climbing 1,500 for 5,000.
Jetstar 1123, Sydney departures, good day, outbound 5 to maintain 5,000.
Maintain 5,000, Jetstar 1123.
Question 72, turn left heading 050.
Gonna get established at the 1,000 feet.
Heading 050.
This is Georges River Bridge, also known as Captain Cook Bridge, and the one behind it is
Jetstar
Tom Ugley's
923,
Bridge.
turn left heading 320.
The road down there is
Left
Rocky
320,
Point
Jetstar
Road,
923.
and the old house that I grew up in is that one. My mouse is right over it right now. I grew up there. Spotted. My old house. Right there. Hilarious. Love it.
CareFlight 3, confirm maintaining 1,000.
CareFlight 3, we got excited seeing our old house, so back down to 1,000.
Jetstar 923, confirm maintaining 6,000.
Sydney approach, sorry, we look like we've dipped below 6,000, but we're just climbing back to 6 now, just 923, currently at 5,500.
Right, we continue straight ahead. The next bridge will be the Como Railway Bridge.
Jetstar 1123, climb by the city flight level 280, cancel speed restrictions.
Climb by said flight level 280, cancel speed restrictions, Jetstar 1123.
My first girlfriend lived near Como Railway Bridge.
Qantas 1072, turn left heading 030.
Left 030, Qantas.
There it is right there. There's Como itself. We skip straight through over the top of this section. We don't contour fly the river. And then we want to kind of merge to the west slightly.
Jetstar 923, turn right heading 330.
Right to 330, just 923.
Jetstar 923, contact Sydney Director 126.1, g'day.
Over to Director 126.1, just 923, thanks for the ATC.
Qantas 1072, contact disregard, descend 7,000.
That there's the Warrenora River.
1072.
It splits off, and the Warrenora Bridge right over there, that massive thing. I used to go to school
contact Sydney Director
at a private school just
126.1.
on the edge of this cliff here.
126.1.
That one there. There it is, got it. Spotted, seen.
CareFlight 3, safely controlled area, descending no reported traffic, Bankstown.
CareFlight 3, thank you. And over to Bankstown. Traffic Bankstown, CareFlight 3 is a helicopter H145. We're at Picnic Point, tracking choppers south for entry runway 11, CareFlight 3. So choppers south is just to the south of the M5 motorway. Right about where it crosses the river. And we want to be at 700 feet as we cross. This is the Georges River, also flooded recently, also flooded very close to Bankstown. Had a bit of flooding that cut off the major road, probably this major road here actually. On the other side is Henry Lawson Drive, and right here I believe is Sandy Point. I had friends that lived there. Still do have friends that live there. How you doing, Daniel? How you doing? Thinking this is the quarry right there. Might be, don't know. Choppers, and there we go. Bankstown traffic, CareFlight 3 is choppers south, tracking to fly overhead runway 11 to join downwind runway 11. Having 11 left. Traffic, Bankstown. Just realised we descended to 500. We should be at 700. Bankstown's in sight. That's the M5 freeway right there. Or was that Milpera? No, that's a freeway. That's Milpera. Bankstown traffic. CareFlight 3 is overhead the runways 11s. We'll be joining downwind runway 11 for the center helipad. Traffic, Bankstown. Okay, we maintain 700 feet in the circuit. Fixed wing, of course, will be at 1,000. And we seriously do want to slow down. Keep it nice and tight. Inside the footprint of the airfield wouldn't go astray. And I'm actually descending now. That's okay. Bankstown traffic, Charlie. CareFlight 3 is base runway 11 left. Got the landing site in sight. Bankstown traffic, CareFlight 3 is at that main helipad. We'll be hover taxiing to our parking spot on Alpha. Just enough to get airborne. Spin it around. Taxi out via the grass. And I can see our spot. I think we're roughly where we need to be. Yeah, more or less than more. Let's try that again. I need to look down a bit more. Is that too much or too little? Can't tell. Too much. Alright. I'm going there. Yeah. Let's retake it again. I am trying to land on a postage stamp. Tiny little bit of asphalt in the grass with an H written on it. It's a bit hard to see where we are exactly. I can see the yellow though. Pretty sure we're too far to the... which side? There we go, done. That'll have to do. I'll just move it up there. Yeah, I'm obviously needing to practice those landings a little more. Anyway, I'm about ready to shut us down. We need to get rid of the air conditioning, which is that button there. Then we'll be wanting to drop some avionics. Couple of lights. Mute these as well. And we'll go down to half power. Standby's off. What else do we need up here? Lights coming off. I think that's everything, and we'll shut it down. watch her wind down. Look at that rotor droop, very nice indeed. Okay, coming up here we want to turn it off, so obviously lights off, fuel pumps are off, pitot heats are off, and let's get it down. Open some doors up first. Yeah, she's a good chopper. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. And great livery. Proper Sydney livery, this one. So anyway, that was Milk Run Monday. We didn't do any milk running, but we certainly did a bit of interesting helicopter stuff. Not all of it, you know, by the book, and certainly none of it was what this helicopter really does in real life, which is transport patients around the place. But yeah, that's quite fun. Anyhow, with any luck, you've seen a helicopter that you might like to buy, and you can indeed buy it from Hype Performance Group. You'll see the links to the aircraft below, including links to this particular livery, which you can download from flightsim.to. Obviously we flew around a lot of payware scenery as well today. We had Bankstown Airport from whatever group that is that makes that. Impulse Simulations. So Impulse Simulations from Bankstown, and we have Flytampa for the Sydney Airport and Orbx for Sydney City, and also the update for Australia, World Update number 7. And with all that, we made a very nice little trip around Sydney. It's funny that you can close half of the back there. That's great fun. Anyway, with that we are done. Hope you enjoyed the flight, and yeah, hello to Aussie Gaming from the UK. Hope you'll go back and see the rest of this, just to get a feel of what this helicopter's like to fly. And it is very nice to fly. Auto hover, autopilot, it can track a VOR, it can track an ILS, it can track RNAV. Obviously I was flying with the GPS programmed as well, so you could literally fly in, you know, full IFR flight in this aircraft. Quite fun. Or you can come into the hover using the autopilot, or of course you can just the old stick and rudder kind of flying as well. Anyway, that was High Performance H145 in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Not sure when I'll be flying next. Probably the I'm thinking it's going to be Friday night ops next weekend. So until next time, I will bid you all adieu. Bye for now.